Okay, Belle. Popping off too. Maniac. Oh. Hey everyone, it's Garrison here, and welcome back to the channel or the Patreon where we're currently watching from. And today, I am so excited because I'll be doing my first listen / full-on album review to Kiss of Life's second mini album titled Born to Be XXX, right? And for those who saw my reaction and review to their title track Bad News, I was all over it. I was going crazy for it because I loved just the twang and attitude that they brought to the song and just the initial purpose and intentions going on in Bad News. But not only that, yet again from their debut with into Bad News, their first comeback, it just seems like they're still coming through with the overflowing talent to the fullest, right? Their talents were utilized to the fullest in Bad News as well, in my humblest opinion. And with this brand new era, we got brand new group B-sides, most importantly. If you guys remember, their debut had all their solos, which was really clever, showing a lot of individuality and flavor to each and every member. And then they had By My Neverland, which I enjoyed a lot alongside their debut title track, But here we are. I'm seeing familiar names on the track listing. I haven't checked out the highlight medley at all, but let's just say I am in for a surprise. So hey, without further ado, let's just dive into this album review now. Alright, so the first track we have here is titled Nobody Knows. As I was pulling this up on my screen here, I noticed that they performed this song at their showcase, so that's great. We got a promotional B-side as well, and familiar names working behind the scenes, but right away, I gotta mention this. Julie taking part on the lyrics. I'm sure it's in terms of her own lines, but that is incredible, every one. We got multiple members taking part on this album as a whole for most of these tracks, as I'm seeing here. We also have Jo Kyung, one of my favorite lyricists out there in the K-pop scene, has worked with the likes of Weekly, has worked on Russian Roulette, Queendom, the list truly goes on, for specifically Red Velvet, has worked with TXT, the list truly goes on with Jo Kyung, and I really gravitate towards her lyrics that she puts out. We also have Rick Bridges. Rick Bridges, I feel like, is gonna work with Kiss of Life very heavily in their music on pretty much every single track that you'll see in the future as well continuously. We also have Paprika, who has worked with the likes of Jonghan, who's taken part on Bad News. Jonghan, incredible, underrated solo artist, I've got to admit. We also have Adora, huge name, right? She is an incredible solo artist, singer, songwriter, producer as well, has worked with the likes of BTS and all the members of BTS, pretty much everyone. So I'm sure this is gonna surprise me in terms of influence and the route it could possibly take, knowing who's behind the scenes for this particular song. We also have a new name here, Von Menser. Not too familiar, but I'll make sure to familiarize myself with the individuals that I'm not too familiar with during this album review. But I'm gonna bring it up here right away, make sure the volume is good, and let's go. Oh.
Second track.
Oh. Second track? Or try?
Tonight let's start a masquerade. I'm coming over.
Oh.
But nobody knows. My little secret.
Oh. I already love the soulfulness that we're getting in this song. The string work though. Hanyo. Oh my goodness, this is a whole vibe. Just from the overall groove, yet the phenomenal instrumentation that's going on here. Muted brass work coming into play. Ooh, some flute. Okay. Oh. Okay, Julie.
For real.
Huh? For real. Ooh, Belle. Ooh, Natty. She really leads like so well in the vocal department. Really makes a great lead vocalist. Ooh. Just from the upright bass, muted trumpet brass work to the string work. Oh, this is so rich in sound. Especially with the vocal moments that we get in this. Okay, the bridge here. Some claps. Oh my goodness. And I love the ad-lib work in this song to the vocal layering as well. Nose. I love the lyrics too in this song. Very meaningful. Yo, was I not telling you, like, Hanyul has such a unique vocal and, like, color and voice as a whole? She really shocked me throughout this specific song. And she has already shown so many different sides to herself, from her solo track leading into the group tracks that we've heard by Kiss of Life so far, at least, you know, By My Neverland and Sha, but leading into additionally Nobody Knows. Incredible. And don't even get me started with the other members coming into play and how they work off each other. Like, just how their voices complement each other is everything. It's all done in one kind of beautiful succession, am I right? But before I tackle more so of the overall soundscape, can we appreciate the message that's going on in this song? Like, talking about embracing oneself, and, you know, it's a figuring out process, right? But at the end of the day, nobody else knows, right? Nobody else knows you truly than yourself. And I felt like this is such a controversial topic, especially back in the day when a teacher asked me, or everyone in class, like, who does anyone know themselves more, like, or is it like everyone else knows themselves more than them? You know what I'm saying? Like, do other people know you more than yourself, is what I'm trying to say here. And it's true though what Kiss of Life is saying. Like, you've got to find joy in your own unique experiences, pretty much, and that's what they're saying here. And embracing oneself and trusting yourself and your inner tuition, you feel me? But for Nobody Knows, overall soundscape wise, oh my goodness, the how they're allowed to showcase so much vocal range yet again, not only title track but B-side wise, is amazing. I just love how there's just no limits to Kiss of Life so far and what they can do. And it goes to show you they could truly rock a pure R&B track that takes the extended lengths. That's right, everyone. Because I feel like when it comes to the K-pop scene, We get a mixture of genres and all, and there are some genres and influences that are done to a certain extent. But in this case, due to the vocal range that was showcased in this song and how the extra added nuances came to play in this particular song, I think they definitely took the extra length and extension in terms of this song. One thing that I really loved was the fluttering flute work. As someone who's played flute in the past before, as some may know, I can appreciate the flute work a lot. To the muted trumpet brass work and the upright bass. So believe it or not, we got some jazzy instrumentations coming into play for this one as well. But I want to bring it up here again and point out my favorite moments and the reasons why I'm saying like what I'm saying right now, likes of Hanyul too especially. So I'm gonna bring it up here right away from the beginning. Hey, 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 hey. Do-do-do. Second track. Okay, so that's really cool. I like how they put that in after the title track. That's really cool. But nobody knows my little secret. Oh my goodness, these lines. It's a little too early to show you everything. Save it. Never talk, never tell. So what I'm getting here is like, it's too early to show you everything. Like, there's just so much more beneath the eye from what you're seeing right now from me. You feel me? I have so much more potential. I have a lot of potential going on right now. Oh, the string work. I love the sweeping string work that occurs in this. Whether it's a combination of an upright bass or a bass guitar, I love it so much. The peak vocal moments with the high notes, I love it. Nose. Some muted trumpet work or brass work come into play, but I really love in this moment we get the nobody knows and the extra no coming into play here. Nobody knows. Woo. See what I'm saying? Like, they're taking the extra length with the usage of the genre R&B with the ad-lib work as well, but don't even get me started with the soulfulness. The approach that they take in this song with the extra added soulfulness is everything. Oh, that flute work, I love it. Guess what? And you could totally feel Adora's influence upon this. Like, this is hitting differently. This is not your ordinary R&B track by any means. And this is what I've really felt when it came down to Kiss of Life and their solos during their debut era, and just so far leading up to this era, is that they're doing things different. They're not taking like necessarily typical tropes, like sure in terms of like the message in their title track, but they pivoted and took a different kind of approach with that trope and message, you feel me? But what they're doing right now is really rare for any girl group or boy group to do. Mostly solo artists come through with this kind of artistic direction, right? Artistic direction and musicality, which is crazy because like whoever's the A&R, like the team behind Kiss of Life, like the collective, like the group of people or individuals, you got to commend them for really coming through and finding the right music that really showcases their vocals, their talents to the fullest, right?
For real. Huh?
For real. That's such a fun moment. Get it? Be there for you. It doesn't really matter to me. Whether it's that muted brass work that I was talking about, or some like more woodwind work, like a clarinet coming into play, that is cool. Yeah, definitely muted brass work. And notice the vocal moments that we get. It's not always hit the same kind of manner. Like, there's not only just extra added nuance and like new instruments coming into play as the song progresses. It's the vocal delivery as well, and the vocal projection, which is really cool. Yeah, definitely some brass work coming to play. I love this prolonged bridge as well. It takes the extra mile, and it just adds to that let loose, free-spirited feeling that we get in this song. It really talks about like individual freedom, you feel me? Like, people typically believe what they see, but hey, I'm more beneath the eye, right? Nobody knows. I can understand why they ended up promoting this song. It showcases their vocals so much. And like, for example, Natty, the vocal techniques that she's utilizing in this particular song, incredible. Incredible. It's been a minute where I felt like I've been moved in a special way in terms of a particular song or B-side, the matter of fact. And that tends to be the case with my favorite solo artists that I've covered on the channel here and all. But man, I just feel like Kiss of Life is just going the extra mile with their music. The A&R and everyone behind the scenes, the members just flexing their vocals and their talents to the fullest. It seems so continuous from title track wise to B-sides, but I'm sure that's going to be the case with the other B-sides, so let's just get into the next track now. So this next B-side is titled My 808. For those who don't know, 808 drum kit machine, 808 bass, it's known for its bassy, deep bass sound and all. But I'm seeing familiar names here. We got Mia from 153 Juma's, gotta love that collective. Yet again, Rick Bridges. We got some of the collective of Jam Factory coming into play as well, and then other names that I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with. But of course, we got Belle and Natty taking part in the lyrics. We more than love to see them taking part on the lyrics. But let me bring it up here right away, and let's go. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. The energy being put into this song, I love it already. Very energetic with it. even some woodwind work in this. I just heard it there. Oh, feel my bass. Okay, quite the lyrics here. But I've got to admit, this is a very fun track and really showcases quite the new side to them. Oh, this verse 2 though by Hanyo. Earthquake. Ooh. Wow. It really does utilize the 808 bass so well. The drum kit. Wow. Whoa, a verse 3? Ooh, Bell. Feel my bass. Quite the memorable lines, but the vocal moments that we get, all the vocal flourishes, it's everything. Just the distortion too. Love it. That snare drum work. Oh, and wrapping it up literally with the 808s. Oh my goodness, y'all. That was really clever and creative with it, I've got to admit, utilizing the 808 machine and all. Just in case you guys didn't get it the first time around, 808, you know, 808 bass. We have such things as like 808 cowbell. There's different 808s out there where it gets really bassy with it and all. So I feel like there's two different ways you can approach this song lyrically. Like, it's not super duper meaningful, but like one way you could really understand it as, oh, just celebration of like music and like enjoying life. Like, it gives this lively feeling to it sonically, but then like lyrically, you know, Bill my 808 and all, you guys get it. But then again, you think about it, right? Like, Kiss of Life is a very mature group, if we're talking about this day and age, amongst other groups in this generation and all. And I think this song really suits them. But what was really cool is that woodwind flute work that we got into play. I did not expect to get a lot of that kind of instrumentation coming into play for my 808 here. But I'm gonna bring it up here yet again and break things down, point out my favorite moments, because I think that verse 3 was very brilliant, yet we got a moment that played with us, with the production and how everything was going arrangement wise. So I'm gonna point that out in the second go around here. I love how it's not over the top too. Like, it has its melodic moments, right? It definitely has its melodic moments. What am I trying to say here? But I love how it's not too over the top. You feel me? Line like a cello. Line like a cello. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Notice that 808, and then the hit in the 808s, and then that flute woodwind work coming into play. 808. The timing of that is really clever. My 808. In my face. There's a lot of sing-alongable factor to the song too. This Ole Ole line by Bell, so playful with it. And I love the snare drum work that's very rudimental. I feel like Hanyul really brings the energy to their music. Like, she really adds this, I would say, added like extra brightness to their music, just with her tone and approach to their songs. Earthquake. Woo. See what I'm saying? Gonna be the best time of my life. That's what I was saying. Like, that's the other intention, and then there's other intentions with the lyrics, right? So you could really see how it can be conveyed two different ways. Just how the bass goes down, it goes back up, the distortion that's coming into play. So this is verse 3 pretty much. Squeeze lemonade, there's no soul just under my feet. How they play with the beat too, and they work in and out with each and every single member, that kind of succession is so Kiss of Life based on what we've heard from them so far. Like, each and every member getting the true spotlight that they deserve, right? So I love it, distribution wise. So pretty much this is the interlude that I was like wanting to talk about here. Such a cool moment arrangement wise after verse 3. So we didn't get a bridge, we got a verse 3, an additional verse thanks to Julie, and then this interlude that takes it back before they release all the energy that's built in. 808, feel my bass, celebrate. They really like utilizing a sort of rhyme scheme in their music to make their music really catchy, which I really like. 808, 808, 808. What a fun, playful song where you could take the meaning two different ways separately or all together, how I've felt throughout this song. But that was a fun one. Hey, let's just get into the next track now. So this next B-side is titled TTG. It might honestly end up being one of my top favorite B-sides off of this album, solely due to who I'm seeing on this track. We got Ondine, new name for me, Adora, Rick Bridges yet again, but huge name here, Buy More. Buy More has worked with many of my favorites in the past before, including From Us 9 and one of their songs called Attitude. For those who are familiar with that B-side, it goes crazy. But TTG, really interested how this one's gonna play out. Let me bring it up here right away and let go. Ooh, the guitar work, I love just the strumming of it. Okay. Oh. Okay. So this is Natty, I believe, not Hanyul. Now it's Hanyul coming into play, yeah. Think of yourself as a victim. You ruined everything. Whoa! Where's this going now? I can hear the good news. Yo. Sell 'em. Really selfish for oneself, pretty much, which is good. Whoa, this verse 2 though. Wow, lots of stuff going on there. Love the bouncy bass here. Wow. Just what I'm hearing right now is incredible. Like, twists and turns that I wouldn't expect, but this is truly about moving on from your toxic relationships. Love the horns that are being overlaid. Taking up the hi-hats. And I love the turning of the bass ever so slightly. Bridge. Okay, Belle. Tell him. Some chimes there. Really selfish. Like, they're pretty much saying, hey, I know my worth. I deserve better than what is going on right now. Oh, Julie. Not sorry about it. Ooh. Sell off. I love that ending there with the guitar too. Oh my goodness. I think definitely one of my top favorite B-sides so far off of this mini album. Just like how it pretty much, like, differently from the lyrics, but how it begins with the likes of Natty and then it goes into Hanyul, right? Was really cool how they were setting the tone for the overall song. But pretty much what I'm getting here, the TLDR, is the assertion of self-worth and like moving on from your toxic relationship or relationships that has happened before. And just like, that's the point, right? Like, being greedy is not always a bad thing. Like, being greedy to the point of knowing your self-worth and knowing you're better than this is a strong thing. It's a strong, special thing to have and know. Like, just knowing about it. And that sort of realization point is a good thing to have, right, in the moment. But TTG, I love how it plays out from the guitar work, some percussion work coming into play with the chimes and all, but also these clever moments that I really want to point out. I think during Natty's moments, one of her moments really shocked me. I think one of my favorite moments in this song definitely has to come from the pre-chorus, because I feel like the pre-chorus really sets up the chorus so well in TTG here. But yet again, at the beginning, we're not even like a minute in and they're already showcasing their vocals so well to a T in this song. So from the message, the right intentions, and just production wise and arrangement wise, I think this was a really good B-side to have on this mini album. But also a great moment after my 808 was having different intentions in that song and lines and lyrics in that song. But I'm gonna bring it up here. Let's go through it. Wow. So this is clearly Natty. I strongly believe so. You know, don't count on me. I know you wanted me to make a sad face. Cause like, knowing that, hey, you always relied on me. Don't even make that face with me. I don't have time for this. I'm done with your nonsense is pretty much what they're saying here. Now Hanyul comes into play. victim. That line, very impactful by Belle. Just the overall progression here is so beautiful, and just how it builds up from this moment. Already, not even a minute in, and we're getting these vocal moments. That's crazy. Oh, the talent is truly overflowing. Really selfish. Love the overlaying of the horns, like I said during my first go around with this song. Bass being turned ever so slightly, but notice the background sampling, like vocal sampling in the back there, the type of sampling being done. Hold. Where is it? There. But then, there's a later moment, a type of sampling that was really cool with Natty's moment. Some chimes. Such a crazy wild moment with Julie. I really love how they really put a lot of emphasis on the ends of Julie's lines and all. And then Natty's moment here, which was really clever. I think it was right here in verse 2. Hold up. This like cheering type of moment, like an encore type of moment of a crowd being sampled. I want you to have an upset stomach with everything you eat every day. I want you to go through as much as I'm struggling. So that was a really clever and funny, you know, trope of a moment. But literally, we are set on this emotional roller coaster in this song. To the point of just completely moving on from that toxic relationship. And I love how they bring it together with Belle. She gets to flex her vocals, but the extra that girl and bad girl. See what I'm saying with the, you know, rhyme scheme, or more so of like these moments that were really fun that like Kiss-O-Life does in their music. It's just so them. I feel like we're continuously gonna get something like this approach by them in the future continuously. Realize that. Belle. It really goes to show you guys why she's a huge vice wrecker for me. I'm such a sucker for great vocals. You can't tell me there's like necessarily set roles in this group, because they can do it all. Very multifaceted members with different skill sets that complement each other. At this point, I just want to enjoy the song yet again here to the very end. Oh my goodness, they're still hitting differently in this album, everyone. Like, you don't... Kiss-O-Life is just different, y'all, and super duper talented. That's my main point. I sound like a broken record right now, but I don't care. I'm gonna say it until people wake up and realize it. right? I feel like more and more people gotta understand Kiss of Life like we do, like I do, because like they had this since the beginning. It was just a matter of time of like putting out more music and all. And I'm sure they're gonna keep on shocking us in a good way, everyone. But let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Gentleman. I'm seeing Cho Kyung solely on the lyrics. We'd more than love to see her on the lyrics. And then other names I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with, but I'm gonna bring it up here right away and let's dive into it. Whoa. Taking the hi-hats. Oh, what a bass. What a gentleman. Okay. Okay, so far I'm getting the direction of the song. And then, what a, yeah. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. You need somebody like me though. Don't need a gentleman. Okay. Julie. Honestly, this is just pretty much about being independent, which I love a lot. Love the whistling coming into play that's being looped. Wow, what a fun moment here with Natty. Hey now. Hey now. And I love the attitude too, especially that you hear with Belle. Ooh, some cowbell and wood blocks. Ooh, the percussion work here. Ew. I love this laid back feel and just the overall groove of the song. Do it right. Oh, there's that cowbell again. Oh my goodness.
What a gentleman. What a gentleman. What a gentleman. What a gentleman.
Yo, crazy. I love this song comparably to the other tracks. It's a more laid back track. I think it is a great addition to the album, but the purpose of this song is about, hey, I don't need a gentleman. I have myself, right? I can do things myself. I could go my own way. And it is really empowering. And it talks about being independent and all. I've got to say. Nothing too crazy arrangement-wise, I've got to admit. But from the pre-chorus that sets up the chorus, I think obviously the chunky moments and like the significant moments of the song is most definitely the chorus, right? It talks about, it's like, I don't need a gentleman, right? And we get that message at the end of the chorus. Note that, and then it's more emphasized with the likes of the post-chorus, and then even in the bridge as well, right? Like, I love it. But then there's moments later on with the percussion work, like a wood block, a cowbell coming into play that really switches it up for me. I like how it, removes that feeling of being so repetitive with it, and also got to give it to the people behind the overall composition to this song for coming into the play and thinking about the percussion work for this song, but really goes to show you, Yukyung's lyrics really good, and can be meaningful at times in the lyrics that she writes for many groups out there, from the top labels all the way to the likes of Kiss of Life here. But yeah, I love this song. It's a great addition to the album. Nothing crazy boundary breaking with it, but yet again, man, the talent really shines in this song.
What a gentleman.
What a gentleman. But yeah, the hook obviously does more than its job in the song. Very catchy with it. What a gentleman. What a gentleman. Kicking the hi-hats. I run the marathon. I love the kick that's being done in this song as well. I love this bring it together moment. And then the follow-up, I need some party nights. Like, come on. That's really clever with it. I do it right. Oh, the oh yeah. So good by Belle. Gentleman. No need no gentleman. But then what makes it like less repetitive is the need no gentleman moment, right? That puts more emphasis in the message. Need no gentleman, what a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? That correlation is really cool. Okay, for me it's typical. I love it. And then when we get later on into this moment here, this bridge, the cowbell, the wood block work, cowbell on the left side of our ears, wood block work on the right side of ears, just the percussion work as a whole was done super duper well in this moment. Whether, yep, some bass, guitar, maybe a fun rhythm guitar out in the mix. Woo. Just how they bring it together here. I am so wrecked right now. The vocals are out of this world in this song. Woo. I love how Julie wraps this up too. And then the emphasis on what a gentleman at the end there to wrap it up, everyone. Woo. They keep on delivering with this album, everyone. I think quite quickly, Kiss of Life has become one of my top favorite girl groups, quite admittedly. Like, even before this era came out, like I said, guys, I pre-ordered the album. I knew it was going to be good solely due to what they've shown already and knowing how the members come through in their music during their debut era and all. And the fact that they're delivering yet again in this first comeback is amazing. And I am so glad that they're able to showcase so much of their skill sets all in this era and one mini album, everyone. But let's just get into the final B-side, I believe, and then I'll wrap things up. So let's just do that now. Last but not least, we have Says It, the final B-side on this album. And then actually we do have the English version of Bad News, which I will check immediately right after the second go around for Says It. But for Says It, I'm seeing Belle taking part in the lyrics with Rick Bridges. Okay, I feel like we're gonna get a lot of Belle's influence, not only lyrically, but apparently she also took part on the composing side to this song. Like, come on, you gotta give it to her. We got Young Chance, huge familiar name there, Cloud from Wishlist Collective and all. We got some of the people from the Wishlist Collective. So wow, I'm sure I'm gonna end up enjoying this one a lot as well. So let me bring it up here right away and let's go.
We were too young to realize what is happening inside our heart.
Of course, they're bringing it all the way back with this final B-side.
왠지 오랜 시간 마주할 것 같아. Every time I see your eyes. Yes, 알지부터 마음은 커지는
Wow, these lyrics though.
But honesty is all we need. Honey, 스칠 떠
Really talking towards a significant other one here. No need to hesitate. Oh, 한열.
Just come on closer, be my babe. There's no time we can wait.
Wow. Got chills in this moment here, not gonna lie. Color my black and white life. Woo, Daddy, sing it. Oh, Julie. Wow, just the storytelling coming into play with the lyrics is everything. I see what they did there. I'm such a sucker for these type of songs, y'all. For those who are familiar with my musical taste. Wow. Wow. Man, just the hopefulness and uplifting feeling that I'm getting from this song is everything. Yet the emotional impact in their vocal work is... 한열. Are they doing what I'm thinking they're gonna do? Wow, we write our own. Wow. Oh my. All the things that you told me was love. There's only some groups that can do this to me with like their pop ballads and their emotional gravitating tracks. I've got to admit, you know, whether that be Promise 9, whether that be Purple Kiss, there's only certain groups that can truly do that, like some Rocket Punch. There's only a few. I mean, I have several different favorites, but like I am really picky with certain tracks that take this route. But Kiss of Life nailed it with this one. Just the emotional weight that they carry in this song and delivery is so on point. And at the same time, what I really loved about this song is the lyricism coming from Bell and Rick Bridges. I'm sure Rick Bridges had more so of the impact and influence in terms of like verse 2, knowing his background as a songwriter and artist as well, a hip-hop artist and all. But like Belle, like she went off in terms of the lyrics, and I'm sure on the composing side as well, because she took part on the composing side as well. But this is really talking about, or at least the beginning part, it was reaching out and saying, hey, don't worry about all these concerns and worry about what's going to happen in our relationship. And then the overall like message to this is like, sure, there's these emotions and uncertainties that we get in this love, this young love, to be more specifically speaking. But hey, don't worry, you know, it's like, trust in us, trust in the two of us, you know what I'm saying? We can really make it through the thick and thin and just try to strive on together with each other. So that was so sweet and wholesome, but like that hopeful feeling that I get is everything, y'all, with the emotional impact of the vocal work being done. And don't even get me started with the likes of Hanyul during the bridge, and then what caught me off guard was Julie during verse 2. It really goes to show you she could be so up in front of our faces in terms of her rap, right, in terms of attitude, but also come through on an emotional, impactful type of song here with Says It, you feel me? So let's go for a second go around, and I'm going to point out my favorite moments and parts. I don't have a lot to say in terms of like overall soundscape. I think it's very straight to the point with it, but that's the point, to really hone in on the members on this acoustic pop ballad per se.
What is happening inside our hearts, but we
every time I see your eyes, like I can see those worries and concerns. But that's the truth. In a relationship, honestly, is all we need, honey. I don't care about your fingertips. I know there's no perfect scenario. Wow. You know Belle came through with these lyrics here. Oh my goodness. Color my black and white life, right? Without you, my life is so black and white. What's the name? Says It, love. Oh, Natty. This like storytelling, like almost narration, like conversation that we get from Julie is so cool, everyone. I feel like Rick Bridges had quite a bit of influence on this verse too. Oh, this just wanna know delivery there. And just how the acoustic guitar switches up. Maybe a Sh reference. Notice how the drum kit work comes into play now. Ooh, the background vocals, the layering here. Wow. And never so slightly, as we get in the final moments of the song, the vocals become very done in a soaring kind of manner. The bridge with Hanyul, though. So precious. What a precious moment here. Oh my. Still on this second go around, one of my top favorite moments in this song with the soaring vocal moments that we get here. Definitely one of my top favorite B-sides off this album. Julie still got some moments in the song as well. So pretty much from like the chorus, verse 2, and the bridge, those have to be my top 3 moments in the song. Actually, I have a top 4 moment here. It's the final special moments here.
All the things that you told me was love.
Just the earnesty that we get and how they're singing from their hearts, and even, you know, Julie having her multiple moments beyond verse 2 is everything, y'all. Oh my goodness, what a B-side. What a song to really wrap up the album, but we still got the English version of Bad News, so I'm gonna dive into that quickly soon here and then wrap my things up. I'm not gonna take too much on the English version, but point out, you know, obviously things that I love about the English version, so let's just do that now. Last but not least, we have Bad News, the English version. Let me bring it up here right away, and let's hear this out. Gotta love the guitar work in the song. Whoa. The ziggity. Aniel. There's the sirens. So far, the lyrics, very fitting. Right amount of syllables being done. Whoa. Nah. Ooh. Made you look. Made you look. Oh. Feeling like a queen now, making the rules. Confident. Wow. Honestly, the lyrics really stick. You know, nothing feels off. Oh. Website. We just ride. You know, aside from the verses and the moments that we get, right? Everything, like, there wasn't like a ton needed to be changed, but like the things that were changed in terms of the lyrics to really suit as an overall like English version, it sticks, everyone. And something to note is Julie leading on the lyrics here, lead credit, so you gotta give it to her. I really loved this version, not gonna lie, and it was very fitting. And I've got to admit, English versions can be so hit or miss, but like having this in English too was very well thought out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about the English version for Bad News. I think I could listen to either version, you know, the main one and the English version, of course. But all in all, I think they really topped themselves. And I say this, you have a debut, you make that initial splash, but the comebacks are truly what it takes to really solidify your signature sound and really showcase what you're truly all about. But I feel like Kiss of Life continues to show what they're all about, and it just goes to show you there's no limitations to this group at the end of the day with their overflowing talents that are utilized to a T, to the fullest, pretty much. Bad News, that is the perfect track to really lead it off into this album. But then, like, with the likes of Nobody Knows, full R&B route, some jazzy instrumentation coming into play there, I think that has to be my favorite B-side so far. My 808, very playful and fun with it. You could take the message in that song and approach to it two different ways. There's not like a huge meaningful message by any means, but like whether it's like having a good time in life and being life of the party pretty much, or another meaning, there's that. And then TTG, my second favorite B-side off of this album, hugely, I think, with Adora's influence and the likes of Rick Bridge, and of course Rick Bridges and Bymore, of course. I really love Bymore's works. TTG, really love the message in that song. And then Gentleman, it was straight to the point and it was fun with it, nothing too over repetitive with that song. And then Says It, such a special song by Kiss of Life, everyone, and it really connects on the lines of By My Neverland, in my humblest opinion, where By My Neverland is a special song with the right intentions, I've got to say. Notice how I'm saying a lot of these things like a broken record, because I can't help it. Like, it's true though. It's true what I'm saying here today about this whole entire second mini album, Born to Be XX. So I would say in order, my favorite B-side is Nobody Knows, TTG, Says It, then I'd have to go My 808, and then Gentleman. Bad News English version, and it's in its own lane with Bad News, of course, but like, this was more than a solid album by Kiss of Life, I've got to admit. Like, they're doing things different, and with Adora's influence and Golden Midas touch per se, it really adds that extra sparkle and sheen that I love what I'm hearing from Kiss of Life. So hopefully they end up working with Adora more in the future, everyone. A lot of groovy, fun tracks, but like, you gotta admit, like, Kiss of Life is such a powerhouse in terms of like vocals, right? Like, they have to be such a vocal heavy type of group. But then you got Julie coming into play, really adding her moments in the rap moments that we get in this song. So wow, gotta give it to Kiss of Life, the A&R, and you know, I feel like Kiss of Life will showcase even more beyond this mini album, and I think this was a brilliant follow-up. So with that being said, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. No way I'm not giving this a 10 out of 10. It's so up my alley in terms of personal taste, but from an objective standpoint, the intentions, the meanings behind these certain songs, right, are so cool and straight to the point, and I love it. It really correlates to and connects well with the first song, which is the title track, Bad News, for those who saw my coverage of Bad News for the music video and all. But let me know your thoughts. Are you feeling the same way that I'm feeling about Kiss of Life, as well as the second mini album, Born to Be XX? But as always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.